So who are you?
I'm Douglas. I'm a professor in anxiety.
Cool. And what are, well, first off, what is anxiety?
Anxiety? It's nervous. The reason I got interested in this subject is because I have anxiety. I got a lot better after I got a psychologist to help me, and then I wanted to become so that I became a professor in anxiety.
Huh. So, what are some things that somebody with anxiety can do to help manage their anxiety?
So there's a technique called ladder. This you use if you're avoiding things that you are scared of. Little baby steps, basically. You do 5 goals, mini goals, and 1 big goal. So, for example, if I was scared to get ice cream, the first goal would be to, I don't know. Okay, that's not a bad example. That's a bad example. If I am scared to go to the supermarket, first goal would maybe go walk down the block. First goal would be maybe walk down the next block. Next goal would maybe be, I don't know, walk down the next block, walk down or you could have more diverse goals. So more different. So, yeah. Another technique would be 5 C's. Yeah, it's pretty good. So the first bit you do with that, the first C is collect, where you collect your thoughts, and the symbol for that is a net. Then there's, the first one's check. The symbol for that, no, the first one's catch. Then there's check, which means check your thoughts to see what you're doing in it. And then there's check. Then there's collect, which you collect evidence to prove both sides if you're right or wrong. And then there's challenge, where you have a debate with yourself using the evidence. Whichever is more evidence wins, or whichever is better evidence wins. And if the side which hasn't already won wins, then you go into the final step, change, where you change your original thought, and so for that, a paintbrush.
Okay. What are the signs for each of the steps? Collect
Net
this.
is
Okay.
net, magnifying glass, detective guy, magnifying glass, detective guy. Buckets with a minus and a plus, a red minus bucket, and a green plus bucket. Debate pedestal, and a paintbrush.
Okay. And I think you've mentioned before that there are different types of anxieties. So you talked about, for example, with dogs, there's gigantifying
Leapfrogging.
leapfrogging.
Leapfrogging is jumping too confusing. Gigantifying is making a bad, not necessarily bad, a small situation huge by saying always and never. And yeah.
Okay. And which of the steps does that go with?
Gigantifying. So these are called thought holes. There's 3 others, which I forgot. And thought holes you use the 5 C's. Avoiding you use laddering.
Okay. And what's a thought hole?
Thought hole, it's thinking traps. And yeah, so it's like traps that your brain could fall into to make you worried.
Oh, okay.
But those are the techniques to stop them.
What if you notice yourself getting anxious?
Is it something you can do for that? Relaxation. You squeeze your hand, one hand really tight for 5 seconds, and let go. Squeeze your other hand really tight for 5 seconds. Do that a bunch, Then squeeze every muscle in your body and then let go. Just relax. And after you've done that, you'll get more relaxed because you can't be relaxed and worried or relaxed and angry at the same time. It just doesn't work that way. Or imagine yourself in a really peaceful place, and the more you do it, the less muscles you have to squeeze to relax.
What if I have a hard time squeezing my toes, for example?
Then you try doing it. Then you don't have to strain that muscle.
But maybe not because the muscles are sore, but if I just have trouble focusing in on those muscles. Are there any images or techniques I can use to help?
Yeah. So for the hand, you can squeeze a lemon. For squeezing your shoulders, it can be a turtle. And kind of squeezing your tummy in for an elephant stepping on you. Squeezing your toes, squishing it mud. Squeezing your teeth for a jawbreaker. Really hard one. And yeah, I'm sure there's others which you might want to try. And if you don't like those, or there's other muscles that you want to do and I haven't said anything for them, you could use a different idea. It doesn't have to be those. Those are just some ideas.
Are there any other relaxation or anxiety management techniques you want to share? Anything that's been super helpful for you?
Let's see. The fear. So, spell out the word fear. You know what to say. F is for feeling frightened. You detect that you're feeling frightened. Then there's expecting bad things to happen. You see which problem you're having. Then there's attitudes and actions which can help. Relaxation. Things, the stuff the stuff I've taught, the techniques I've taught you, and then there's result and reward, which doesn't have to be a piece of sweets. Doesn't have to be sweets. It could just be the result and reward of being able to do that thing now. You're not as scared.
Why would you want to do that thing now if it scared you? Like, if it scares you, shouldn't you just stay away from it?
Well, it could be something which is pleasant for you, or you need to do.
Makes sense. So you might find out it's a good thing.
Yeah. Or it's something you need to do. Like go to the doctor. It's something you need to do.
And what would you tell another kid who, for example, is feeling anxious about going to the doctor, but doesn't have the experience as you? I'm sorry. What would you tell a kid, though, who doesn't have as much experience as you do?
Go to the doctor?
Or in general, someone who has anxiety.
The doctors are cool, and they're meant to help, but most of the time they just poke you with needles and don't help. I'm sorry, I can't hide you from the truth. It's true.
So what if the kid has anxiety about something else?
If it's about dogs, what is it about? Okay, something
Just
else.
in general.
I'll just tell them, here are these techniques which I can tell you. Use these techniques. Good luck. If you want, you can help practice them with me. And then just go do a thing. And if it's doctors, I'm sorry, they're here to hurt you. There's nothing you can do.
I see. Alright. Before I turn off the camera, is there anything else you want to say?
No. And I just want to make sure that everybody knows I'm an adult.
You are an adult. You're a professor.
I'm a professor.
It'd be pretty cool to be a professor who's a kid, though.
Yeah.
But you can be Professor Past the adult, too.
I'm Professor Pat's the kid adult. I'm like a kid sometimes and an adult. I have problems with my brain, which makes me a kid sometimes and an adult sometimes.
Or you take philosophy class and know all times exist at once. So you're a kid and an adult at the same time.
I don't agree with that model.
Alright, bye.
Bye.